Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is another Friday, and we are good to go. No computer crashes this morning, knock on wood. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm thinking today we're going to do a little bit more of an action scene in the sense of at least the machine army moving forward, clearing land, and building a path to where they're going. Sort of a, oh shit, the bad guy's coming kind of a shot. Um, let's go ahead. Actually, I'm just going to open because I haven't done anything yet. Um, back. Our construction bot. Where is he? I'm blind. Industrial bot. There we go. No, that's the other one. Hunter seeker drone. What's before that? Land clearing mech. There we go. That's the one we want. I've used this boy a couple times now, but that's the point to these resources. There he is. So pretty. Okay, copy. And paste. Now we have our scale. Because we know we need to build a path at least that wide. So let's now start on some terrain. I guess we'll go in that order. Scale. We're only going to go about that wide, I think. We'll make it a little longer because we're digging this way through it. And that looks about good. Let's just actually cut it in half. There we go. So it's roughly, gonna make better squares. Okay. And A, W, subdivide 10 times. Sure, 10 seems good. And our path is going to be, I think, 3 wide. So it gives us 4 on either side. Cool. So what do we want to do? Let's take 3. Actually, let's grab this one. Turn on proportional and maybe random, or yeah, we'll just stay smooth for now. G up, or just go up like that. We're just going to build a very basic ravine that they're digging through, essentially. Now we can grab some individual ones. Make it bigger, like that. And we're going to make this end higher, again, to hide our backs, where we're coming from. And the front will be easier because there'll still be trees there. Hey, Dave, or Dave. That looks cool. And just going to continue to warp this out a little bit. Introduce maybe a few. One. Sharper edges. And all right, that should be good. Let's save. 23/12/081 live stream March of the Machines. Long title. There we go. And I don't really think we need to remesh it. It's not that warped out. So let's just apply our terrain modifier and append terrain generator, rocky desert. again, probably the most useful thing I have gotten for Blender this year is this $5 or free geometry node setup. It is the best. That looks cool. I think maybe, just curious, but 7. Let's see what happens if we tab 3 and grab from here to here. We try detail. Okay, and then turn it back on and go to our geometry nodes and unmute those two. Did I assign it? I thought I did. Now let's look and see. Tab. Select. No, I never assigned it. I just created it. Dumbass. Assign. Tab. And there we go. So now we have even a kind of our smoother path through this, which we can mess with a bit for where the vehicle has gone thus far. Which again, looks good to me. Okay. And we're going to want to do something kind of interesting to sort of hype up the fact that it is an alien world, and I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. But there's going to be something here that's not norm. All right, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Looking good. Is there anything I want to do, or I'm just going to apply the text terrain? I think we're just going to apply it. And if we need to change it, we'll change it other ways later, which adds to our fun. In fact, one of the things I'm going to do, I think, is sculpt mode and just kind of, can I smooth it here? What does that do? Do I want to do that? Not, let's take it down. Oh, because it's raised up, I see. Flatten? What happens if I do flatten across here? Yeah, that's all right. Make it a bit bigger. Kind of just to sort of ease that line down just a little bit and make it a little less even. There we go. Sure. That looks cool. No need for it, but no need not to, so we'll do it. Alrighty. So the next thing then we want to do is we want to put in some tree stumps and shit along here, particularly on the outside. So this thing has kind of pulled off but missed mostly. And I think we'll do that. How's the best way? Yeah, I'll just grab it in my own thing. Okay. See, along here, along the outside there. Okay. Maybe a little less, actually. Let's cut it a little wider. Like that. And a little wider there, too. Like that. And we're going to call this sign at this time stumps. With only there's no E. Stumpies. Stumps. And a sign. And then we're going to take detail as well. Select. Well, sure. Let's cut into it a little bit. Again, this is going to be another new one. there. Cool. Invert it. Create a new one. Assign. Actually, I'm not even going to invert it. Let's just delete it. Invert it back. And plus assign. We're going to call this one roadway. Okay. And stumps, select. Let's see, does it go? Yeah, it's a little further than roadway. Cool. So we'll have some overlap. Okay, tab, save. And we can jump straight to geoscatter if we want to. And we might as well today. And we can always turn it off again. This one won't take long, which means we have a long time to play with it, which is cool. We can build this pretty quickly. Biome scatter, open biomes, and trees. Actually, be kind of neat. Well, we'll see. We can play with it a little bit. We can even add a new one. Of 5, sure. We'll see how it goes. We get trees everywhere. Cool. Look at all the trees. So many trees. So we'll come to our vertex culling group and we'll remove roadway. We still have too many fallen trees, which is kind of what I was afraid of along here. It's fallen, right? No, trees fallen. Yes, trees fallen is the big one we need. Okay, so let's turn off this whole biome, edit again, and select roadway. And we're just going to make it much bigger. Maybe we won't even do this way because this takes forever. See. Okay, and create a new one and call it no fallen. Assign, tab, turn everything back on, and we have trees fallen, culling masks. We can create a new one, no fallen. We still have a couple, but that's better. You can even go even bigger with it. And tab, plus, there we go, and assign, see if that does it. Sure, we'll call that good. Okay. So we've now created the basis of our road that's being built. What the heck is that? Oh, it's our vehicle. Okay, it's just underneath. Got it. Never mind. And now we're going to make another one, but we're going to have to close the biome thing because we're pulling it from our own. And we'll make over here, grab it, ground, vegetation, tree stumps, and select stumps to stumps. I'm misspelling that too. That looks right. Even cut logs too. We'll throw them all in here, see how it goes. So we're going to scatter, preset scatter, just a very basic that. And we're going to scatter from browser and scatter assets. And then we're going to set our culling mask to stumps and flip it. And now we should have stumps right along the edges of this sucker. We do. And we can increase the distribution slightly. So it's just left behind those ones. Let's see what we got. Let's move this out the way. And close the area. And save again. And take a look. It's thinking. Oh yeah. Yeah, SQ. It's looking all right. Liking that so far. And we have yeah, I'm digging that. And we want to make, morning Brian. Want to make a bit more stuff. We want to keep this pretty muddy and open because like they're ripping through here. We'll probably even change the terrain, but we want lots of rocks and stuff too. Fact. Let's do some playing first as I think about it. Okay, so come back in, edit, select roadway. Cool. And shift Q. And now I know I flattened it, and now I'm going to unflatten it, but hopefully I'll unflatten it in a way that looks different. Quick displacement. We're not going to subdivide it because it's already pretty. We want selection and noise seed. Cool. Let's make its strength a little bit higher than that. Even a little higher than that. Looks kind of cool. Is there a smoothing option? I thought there was. Doesn't seem to be doing much for us. But I like that for bumps. So, okay. Let's see. I don't even know. Does smooth have a vertex control on it? Let's check. Smooth. Vertex group. It does. Did I get rid of all my vertex groups though? Shouldn't have. Oh, did you do that? That sucks. Okay, so we can't do that then. It's gonna have to not do quick displacement there because we need our vertex groups. And quick displacement is getting rid of our vertex groups, which is bad. But we can just do it the other way. Let's F4, append, and go grab some brushes. Blender brushes. I know I like these. So let's just use these versus trying to go add new ones. Append all. And save. And go to sculpt mode. And select. I don't want to be on flatten. Sculpt mode. There we go. These. Oh, right. Can't do them yet. We got to go to texture and vector displacement, right? Yeah, I think that's right. We don't want that one though. Now, okay. Yeah, okay, that's better. I'm gonna cut the strength way down on them. Let's see if it can't. Yeah, there we go. Just apply them down the center line here. And we should still have our vertex groups. If we turn back on geoscatter. Yes, so we still have our vertex groups. They haven't gotten lost. Good there. Probably getting some floaties we're gonna have to fix. Morning, Striker. But we're a lot more rough terrain again, back on that road, which is good. Okay, let's go to object mode again. And let's do another biome. And let's see if we're gonna go with rocky plain. Some of these big rocks I think are cool. Maybe 5? Let's see what wasteland has. No, I think rocky plain is what we want. Rocky plain 5. And just get out of the way. Now, first thing let's do is we want to group it to the roadway and invert it. So we're only getting rocky plain on the roadway, which should help us some. That should be good. And let's just see. Let's turn off biome 5. Save. And take a look and see what we're at. Okay, liking the rocks, liking the rock coverage. I think that's fine. There might be some green in here. It shouldn't be too big now. Let's see what this looks like if we turn it on. That's okay. That's a good one. That's fine. I don't think we need the thorns this time. I want to be more dirt than that. So let's just go ahead and get rid of them, which will make our lives easier. Gravel we will probably leave, but it's big. I don't even know that we need gravel, actually. I think I kind of like it better being more dirt. Yeah. So we'll get rid of the gravel as well. It's the two heavy ones we've cut down a lot. Cool. And then one more, I think. Let's do, got no way of forest floor. Ooh, yeah, forest floor. Let's do 5. Look at all these biomes we got sitting on this ground. Hey, Michael. Good to see everybody today. Okay, so there's forest floor. Let's set it to also have a vertex group, and we're going to give it the stump section too, and invert it. So we got a bit more green and rocks in our stumps now. Is that enough? I think we might. Oh, well, I guess I should probably turn on the moss. Dead leaves. Clover. Sure. Indeed. Happy Frigg's Day. It's friggin' awesome. Actually, it makes no difference to me at all, but um, but it is. I'm glad. All. Let's just see. Is there more I want to use? Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do Forest 5. Um, it's not super working for me. Instead, I'm going to do this one and see what it gives us. Loading, loading, loading. So many trees. We're going to cut them back. I think even once we cut them back, we're going to cut them back more. We have to let it load first. It is a super cool biome, though. I do like it. I like some of that stuff on even on the road too. So maybe I'll do this one at a time versus applying it to the whole. Because some of it's just cool, lots of more places than just there. Yes, we know it's big. We're going to make it less big. Trees. Well, first off, let's just turn off this one. We'll leave our stumps on so we can see them. But, okay, let's turn off all of these. Okay, well, we'll turn off the trees first. So that's cool. Okay. We might not need the trees at all, but let's see what happens if we put trees into only the stump area and then cut them down. So there's not so many of them. Trees in the stump area and then decrease their density. So there's just a couple of them. And then turn it back on. Decrease their density even more. Just want like a couple. So we have all those other trees around anyway. So these are just like little saplings that it kind of left. Cool. Vegetation medium. I like that, I think, but let's set it to roadway. Come on. You're thinking, I know. Let's turn off trees too, maybe, just to speed it up. Okay, vegetation medium, culling mask, vertex group, roadway, and reverse it. So it is now should only be the roadway. Yes, it is. Cool. Vegetation small, we can't even see. I'm going to set it to be only the stumps. We'll make a guess. I won't hate it if it's there. I don't mind it now. Branches, clumps. These are cool. I like these, but let's set these to roadway. So we have some like fallen branches and stuff. And again, flip it. Good. Logs. I really do like these. These are cool. Again, vertex group. Roadway. And flip it. Cool. Branches also roadway and flip it. And let's see. Rock small. I don't even know that we need it. We got a bunch of these already. Just from other stuff. So let's get rid of it. Pine cones. I just think that's a neat idea. Let's set it to roadway and then turn it on and see how big it is. I'm going to set it to, instead of roadway, let's turn it off. Kill roadway. Set it to stumps. And on. Yeah, cool. And turn it off again. Leaves and debris. I think also just stumps. And on. Yeah, that's cool. Because that stuff will kind of get pushed out of the way as the construction vehicle is going through. So I'm liking that. Then we can turn back on Rocky Plain just to see what it does. Turn off the clover creeper. Feels good, man. Because they're not clearing it, like they're just clearing out a path. And now we've covered a lot of that like weird edging on those. That's cool. And then turn back on the trees. And save. And we have, and I really actually like the like high contrast, high saturation tree stumps along the edge here. Like they just look like an open wound as we're coming through here, which is what they are. Save. Okay. So we're dropping back into gray now. We finally got stuff here. And I think I'm going to turn off Rocky Plain and off Biome 5 because they're big, bad, ugly things. And I could turn off trees too. I want to put, I think, something right there at the end of the trees. Like they've run into something as they're going. Let's just see. Turn off Biome 5 trees. So that we still know exactly how far we are from the stumps. Great. And we're going to move this guy into a new collection for bots. Turn him off for right now. But we want something weird here. Whether or not it's like important or not, it's just going to be a focal element, and it will again help point out that this is an alien world for us. Because right now it's just real life earth, trees, and rocks. And they're just going to tear through whatever they find anyway. But I know what I can do. Okay. Yeah, I've got an idea. Shift A, mesh, cylinder. We can make it bigger. Bigger is in a sense better for this because we want to be illustratively bigger. Hey, Longbowman. I always want to say Longbowman. I don't know if there's supposed to be an M in there or not, but I always want to say Longbowman. Longbowen. Good morning. Let's put that there. Cool. And tab 3. Turn off proportional editing. There we go. 2. Control R. Do that. And then turn back on proportional editing with just that selected. And I'm going to give it that kind of a thing there again. And then 3. Hey, Micah. Yeah, it's good to see everybody today. That's nice. Makes me happy. So we got that. Okay, cool. And then I'm just going to I want to make this edge a little bit more established when we subdiv. So it keeps it kind of more in that shape. Cool. Yep. And turn it off just for right now. And tab and 3 and inset and E. I don't know how much of this we'll see, but you know, why not? And exit and back and cool. Yep. Nature smokestack. Okay, let's apply our subdiv mod and F4 and add some more brushes. We knew this was coming, right? Right. Add those. And add the QWERTY brushes. Add those. And save. And F4 and append. And I'm not going to add the receptors this time. Let's go to Mind's Eye and just grab his brushes. Some of them are neat looking. I wish he had laid them out differently because there's no way to find them. But there's a couple that I think are neat. Should probably just go through and rename them. Cool, we'll just add those ones. And now we're going to go to the sculpt mode. Just solo that sucker here. And we still have our rock one turned on, but okay, we need to definitely remesh. We'll try 0.1, see if it's enough. Does not seem like it's going to be enough. 0.05 remesh. Seems like that might be better. Still might need more. Let's see what we get with alien barnacles. Oh yeah, we need more. We can't, or did I do the remesh? Yes, I did. Okay, so we're gonna need to go to 0.01. Okay, That's better. Oh yeah. Now, I'm going to try to get myself not to use my mouse on this and to use my stylus instead. I set up one of my buttons on my stylus to do the rotation, and I just got to remember that I've done that, and it should be fine. Okay, that's looking kind of neat there. Cool. And in the middle. I'm going to care. Do we want to do it on the inside? We can. Now I'm using my mouse again. Come on. Get so used to doing it the old way, even if it's not the better way, that you just do that. Right. Okay, so we've got those selected, and it did put them on the outside too, but not awful. We're just kind of making something weird anyway, so it doesn't super matter. What is this? Does it makes a kitty cat. Okay. Kind of don't mind it, but we won't use a lot of it though. Down, 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 up past my rocks, into my cordyceps, into the other weird shit. I like these vertical ones. I was thinking of using them before too. So if we went like that, I want to start lower. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. And do that. I'm going to move it further up so I can control it better and out. There we go. That's what we want. Cool. And then now we'll go back to our traditional. We've been using these a bunch, but I like them. A little bit of a Last of Us action going on. Actually, these are cirrhosis. These aren't cordyceps. Okay. And maybe I'm going to smooth this here down just a bit. It's a little sharp. And go grab a different. And there we go. We can spike these out some. Give a spiky range. Again, this is not, it's important, but it's not like the subject so much of our shot as it is just giving these robots something to react to, and not that one, and giving us something to look at that differentiates it from the rest of the shot. Okay, something. I was trying to get rid of that smooth vibe that we had from it being, well, smoothed. We have nicely now. Okay. Something like that. Yeah. I found these on Blender Market. They're just some, this is a cirrhosis, it calls it, but it's some just funky base textures that I like. And it helps us make shit like this. Okay, save. Let's go back to our layout. Okay, cool. And Biome 5. Okay. Let's move this cylinder to stack. And we might have to do this one at a time. I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll try it first. I'm doing the whole thing. Was just doing a Boolean to stack and an upward obstruction to stack. And we're probably going to need to do more than this, but let's see. Turn it on. Yeah, it's still going through it. So we'll do that. Those are good. But then Pines Tall is going to need a proximity to stack of like 3 meters. Cool. That pushes that back a little bit, and that's fine. We're allowed to have a little emptiness going on. Trees fallen is the same. Definitely, it needs to have a repel stack, and it needs to be. We'll try 3 meters. No, it needs to be more than that. 5 meters. 10 meters. Make sure I'm on the right one. It's not. Okay, it's not that one. That's why. No, it was. It is that one. It just needs to be 15 meters. Okay. Pulls that way back, but that's fine. And then Pines Fallen, I think, is that other one, right? It's that one. Or Branch is Big. Yes, Branch is Big. Okay. It also needs to go back. But not too far if we can avoid it. I just don't want to touch the stack. We're almost okay now, though. Minimal of 3 meters. Come on. 5 meters. 10 meters. Let's just see if we can't. There we go. Good enough. And you're just catching up to the cat shape thing, Michael? Yeah. Are we that far back? I don't even know. Yeah. It would be. Let's see. This is the trees. No, Pine's Tall. How far back did I make them? 3, 2. Yeah, 2's fine. I want them close. I just don't want them touching. We have an open area after that. Save. And I wish there was an easy way to put slime across these things, because that would be cool if I could just drape all these trees. But there is really no good way to do that. So we're going to just have to accept probably not this time. This thing needs a material. And save. And let's F4. We're going to start with the barrier fungus, but we're not going to actually use barrier fungus for this one. Actually, we could use. That would be a weird one, wouldn't it? Well, let's see what we get. That'd be neat, maybe. Material, Apollonian 3. Append. And Apollonian 3. Save. Solo it. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I like it. It's working. Maybe we'll change that white. But I like that green, the way that's laying in there a lot. Okay. Shading. Again, solo it. Cool. This is the texture I used for the fractal thing last night. It's an Apollonian fraction. Fractal, but applied to something that's very much not, and just gives us an interesting look, and I like it. But I had a bone as the other one on it, and I'm not sure bone's the right option for us here. Let's see. What would we want to use? What could be kind of neat? These. I don't think so, but let's just see. Actually, maybe I do think so. Yep, I do think so. That'll work. And we could even. It's coming from this one's right. This is the clay. Clay is the top one, chunky clay. Okay, this one. I grab that and Shift D, come here, go in again. We'll grab the normal on it, make it non-color. Cool. Connect that to that. And then this to this. Come on. Color to normal. And I know it's not right because we need to add a normal map first, so it knows what the heck it is. And gives us some cool stuff in there. Yep. Awesome. The only thing I might do, we could, is maybe I'll throw in a hue saturation and just change the hue on it slightly. Yeah, like a green kind of thing. I think I can live with that. Okay. And it's set to box blend. Yep, we're good. All that seems like it's good. Save it. Layout. And we got to pay attention to our polys on this because a scene like this can get very busy very fast. Now that I don't like. Oh, but I have it turned off, so maybe we're okay. Like it looks ugly there, but that's cool. And everyone likes our boy, and we haven't used him yet, so let's use our boy if I can find him. Blender. And open. And up. And where's our boy that we made? He's been a while. Four-legger. There we go. He had a scene, but maybe we can use him again. I think this is his scene. Yeah, there he is. Hey, boy. Copy him. Close, don't save. Object set origin, 3D cursor. Object set origin, geometry origin. There he is. And I'm just going to turn off geoscatter entirely for right now. GZ, RZ. Where's his front? Which way is he facing? He's facing that way. Okay. That's. Come here. GZ. Bring him up. Probably not going to matter too much. He might very well even still be in a fucking tree right now, so we'll see. And local. There we go. Line him back up to ground. Now let's turn back on geoscatter. No, he's all right. He's not in anything too bad, although there could be something in the ground. Geoscatter. He's not in biome 5 though. Is he in? Not in random. Rocky Plain 5. Oh, he's good. Biome 15. No, he's still good. He's a good looking dude. I mean, he'd be cool even without the robot scene, right now. And we're at like 14 million polys with all this stuff turned on, just as an FYI. So, like it gets bigger faster. He's already a big guy. Yeah, I don't know why the delay is so bad today. It's not me. I'm not changing nothing. It's YouTube. Curse you, YouTube. Okay, let's turn that back off and get down to, a reasonable amount of polys. Turn our bot back on and move him back a ways and up a ways. And select there. Rotate it down, back, just to make it. There we go. He's a little off center now. That'll probably read a little better. And yeah, a little bit of a David and Goliath thing going on here with these two. Let's bring him. All right, come on. You're thinking. And come on. He's big. He's bigger than we really need for this scene. He might even be overkill. He may not make it. Let's just clean up, remove anything that we're not using. That might help us some. Cool. Yeah, cool. I feel like we need at least one or two other robots, though. Otherwise, it's just this one thing kind of marching along, doing its own stupid little thing. And that's going to mean more polys. Let's open. This one is that industrial robot, is what I called it, even though it's not an industrial robot. But it was going to be. When we started, it was going to be an industrial robot. I guess it still kind of is. There's not really a lot of weapons on it. Okay. There he is. Control C, copy objects, kill him. Go back into bots. Control V. Paste him. 7. Individual origins. Yep. There. Not local. Global. And since it doesn't super matter, let's go to a flatter spot. Put him on. Angle him slightly. And we're just going to edit this, I think. It's like, all right, that would explain why you're coming in a little slow, Michael. See, it wasn't me. Yeah. Sculpt mode. Well, glad you figured it out. That's cool. I sound kind of stoned, I'm sure. I'm not, I swear. Object mode. There we go. Let's do one more of this guy. Ooh. RY 90? No. RY minus 90. Oh, he's all weird for his rotation, isn't he? Oh, that's fine. Maybe one more in the background. I need to come up some. And again, let's just sculpt this land down. Make it worked for us and not the other way around. At least close enough that it doesn't matter. There we go. Object mode. Cool. I mean, that looking pretty good to me. Let's grab us a sky. We may even finish early on this one today. Have a Friday end of class. Sky. Yes, I did save. HDR maker. I really kind of am thinking I want that like foggy thing going on. And for that, this is a really good one, but probably going to see them in the background shitty. Let's try something else. Let's just try to do it ourselves. World, add it here. HDR images. We'll go grab that 2K, no, or just sky. Yeah. Which one is it called? Where is it? Mud Pure Sky. Add the background. It's just a very gray sky. Save it. And append again. Come on, Blender. Append. There we go. Not materials. Object. Should have a fog. Fog. And I'm just like, I'm being cheesy about it, but I just wanted that. I didn't want to remake it again, even though it doesn't take any damn time. Delete. Shift A. Mesh. Cube. Scale it. Okay. Scale it. And tab. Just gonna up to there. Cool. Control A. Rotation scale. Give it a fog. Save. I'm going to move it to fog. Oh, the what you call it, mappaint.com ones. How many did you get? There are like what 55 sets of them now. Some of them are amazing, but it's a commitment to go get them all. Okay, you're thinking. You're updating images. I know. Okay, no, that seems about right. That looks good. There's our sky and our. It's going to be much darker as soon as I put those trees in, though. But that feels pretty good. Let's change our. We could bring our sky brighter, but I think we're probably better off now doing camera stuff. Photographer. Exposure of like 8. Yeah. I was talking about all the free HDRIs that are up on mattpaint.com. They have whole sets set up from this. They always use the same hill. I think it's up at Perth, but and there's some really cool ones, and they do it for like 6 hours at a time. So you get basically you could animate your HDRs if you wanted to watch the sky change. You get a whole range of stuff. It's kind of neat. And they give away the 2K ones for free, but you have to download them as the entire set. So it's like 5 gigs a set. Turning on, and yes. Oh, yeah. Now that's what we're talking about. This is definitely the vibe I want. This, like, gray, very Pacific Northwest kind of look. Feels like we're shooting an X-Files episode. And, I mean, Fog just adds so much cool shit. Um, it's just expensive to render, but it's it's pretty. I'm liking this. This pretty is working for me. Let's save it. See if we can set up some camera angles now. I'm gonna turn the fog off so we can see the difference like that to yeah. So we'll just make it. I mean, they'll might take a little while to render. That's okay. It's no big deal. No one's waiting for these to do anything production oriented, so we're in good shape. Yeah, that's always the HDRs are like, yeah, every 3D artist everywhere's like, oh, I'll just get some more HDRs. Uh-huh. Here they come. Ooh, yeah. I'm thinking something like that. Let's see if we can't make a first shot out of this. The Alexa, the anamorphic. This render brought to you by Stanley Park. Yeah. Actually, if you go north along the Sea to Sky Highway up towards Whistler, there's a stop off about 2/3 of the way to Whistler, just past Squamish, for Brandywine Falls. And it is my all-time favorite place in the Pacific Northwest. It's this really pretty waterfall, but beyond that, it's a forest like this, but the ground is covered with like 6 inches thick of moss everywhere. It is so awesome. I love going up there. It's like from my house to there, it ends up being like an hour and a half drive. So it's like just far enough that it's like, I'll do it eventually. But when I do, I always love it. Yeah, if you like moss, it is the best place. And well, I like moss, so it's also where I fractured my hip in the wintertime. So there was a whole, mess of ice on the path underneath the snow, and I didn't realize it, and I slipped and cracked and couldn't walk without crutches for like a month. So yeah, there you go. Alrighty. I mean, I think I like that as a shot. I don't even think I really need to move much here. Focus on the front of the vehicle. We have our local, and we have our conflict. We got our weird stuff. The moss part, not the hip. Yeah, yeah, for real, right? You know. Um, there's also an old train track line. It's still active, so you have to be a little careful. But you can literally walk the tracks from there all the way to Whistler if you wanted to. So it's kind of it's neat. Um, it's like a 10-15 kilometer walk from there to Whistler. Um, I have not gone that far, but you can. So that was our first shot. Let's go make a second shot now. And we probably will end a few minutes early today, which is fine. That's actually my partner. She has the day off today, so I think we're gonna go do some stuff too. So wouldn't be bad for me to finish up a little bit early. Getting those end of year vacation days used up, you know. Ooh, that's kind of a neat looking shot. Cool. Yeah. Oh, we do have some trees. Let's just look and see what it looks like. Save. Make sure I'm not inside a tree line. without realizing it. Or if I am, that it doesn't make everything too hard to see. Sometimes it's neat to be inside the tree line. I actually really, really love dirty shots. So, you're thinking, right? You are thinking. Yep, you're thinking. Good. It's a little dirty, but not too bad. Let's just check the first one too, make sure I'm good. Oh yeah, that's cool. We might need to add some light there though to it. Maybe bring it up just even a bit more. Oh no, we still have the fog. What's 7.5? But then I think when we turn fog on, it'll be brighter. Let's see. Yeah, is that too much of this stuff here? Let's just say if we 65. Does it get better or worse? I think better. Turn off the fog again. And down a little more. Cool. All right. And gray again. Cool. All right. This one, again, we had some trees in the way that were kind of bugging me a bit. So let's just move slightly. Actually, maybe we'll move this way. Whee, I'm lost. Okay. There we go. 2. We don't necessarily need to see the top of the robot, so we can do that. And then we'll maybe focus on this shot on that thing, which will put our robot actually slightly out of focus in the foreground, like we're looking through him. Cool. And duplicate again. Come on, where'd it go? There we go. Camera 3. He's gonna let me. They're reasonable. This one, let's make it 35. Maybe even 28. Yes, 28 is good. And save. And focus on his arm. Okay, and then one more 4. And let's see. Shot like that. Need to not go off the edge of the map. There we go. Let's just turn off geoscatter, make sure we're not going off the edge of the map. We're not. Cool. And again, focus on that guy. And let's just turn back on our fog. Okay, we're outside of it, but it's fine because we're shooting through it. And we want to set our miss pass to 150 while I'm thinking about it. Okay. All right, let's just see. We'll go look at them now. Do a once over, and then we'll call it for the day and call it an early off Friday. Which, till we get this done, will probably still be close to 90 minutes. Load, 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 load. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's working for me. That's what I wanted. That sense of stuff happening. And then we come to that. Oh, yeah. That's my kind of favorite shot, honestly. I love this kind of thing right here. And then this one. Also good. Same reasons. And then the first one, we rotate it around. There we go. It's just something you get to, man, but I understand. It is a little daunting. It's honestly, I find it easier than either Maya or Octane to set up. So, which were my other experiences before Blender. So, but a little bit at a time. That's looking good. I have no notes. I think this is where I want to be. Render cycles image. Yeah, boom, done. The end. That's all you need. Cool. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna call it today. I think this is a good shape. The only thing I will do, not that it'll change anything, is just to let you know, I'm gonna change my max samples from 2,000 to 500 because otherwise this will take us days to render. Um, so 500, 512 will be more than enough at this scale with this kind of lighting to get us what we need. There might be a little bit of fog noise, but it'll look like film grain once we're done anyway, so that's fine. Okay, well, thanks again for hanging out with me this week, everybody. I have really appreciated it. It's always fun. Be back again on Monday. I think we still got some more stuff with this planet to do. We're moving forward with the story, and there's just all kinds of cool environments. So we'll be here for at least a little while longer. Have a great one, everybody, and I'll see you again later. Take care. All right. Bye.